So, some news just broke.
Oh, snap.
So, um, let's see here.
You said the news just broke.
Yeah,
What's the headline?
this is from Reuters. That's what I was trying to find. Obviously, Reuters is right there. Donald Trump must pay $354.9 million, and he's barred from New York business for 3 years, judge rules.
I wonder if that bars his companies from doing business or just him personally.
Um,
Because I'm sure he's
Here we go.
working under like LLCs or corporations.
Donald
or
Trump
like
must pay the $354.9 million in penalties for fraudulently overstating his net worth to dupe lenders, a New York judge ruled on Friday, handing the former U.S. president another legal setback in a civil case that imperils his real estate empire. Justice Arthur Engoron also banned Trump from serving as an officer or director of any New York corporation for 3 years. Canceled his prior ruling from September that ordering the dissolution of companies that control pillars of the Trump real estate empire, saying on Friday this is no longer necessary because he is appointing an independent monitor and compliance director to oversee Trump's businesses. In the ruling, Engoron wrote that Trump and the other defendants in the case are incapable of admitting the error of their ways.
Wow.
Their complete lack of contrition and remorse borders on pathological. Jeez. I mean, that's very accurate.
I mean, it doesn't border on pathological. I think it is pathological, but he's a judge and not a doctor, so he can't really say.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. I really wonder. At some point, Trump has to run out of money, right? Like, how many hundreds of millions of dollars can he be fined? Before he's broke?
And even this, Trump and his adult sons, Don Jr. and Eric, were defendants in this case. Don Jr. and Eric Trump each were ordered to pay $4 million apiece, which is probably. You think they got that?
Yeah,
$4 million is
easily.
Nothing. Now they don't have billions.
Well,
I don't even think that they have hundreds of millions, like they say.
Personally,
they probably got $4 million apiece.
I don't think they have any. I don't think they have any amount of millions liquid like that. But I think they could probably put hands on it. Especially like Kushner and those, because they got their hands in so many different pots. But nah, man, it's kind of crazy how many court cases Trump has in the air right now, and how he's got to be hemorrhaging money. But I guess
there's no way that he's. I mean, you can't. And then the thing is, this is just one case
out of like 8.
4 other cases of criminal. This is a civil case. So we'll see what happens.
And those are not including all of the other random ones that he
like the minor regular lawsuits that people are suing him for this,
right, for not paying them whatever he owes them.
So Trump University had to pay $25 million.
Yeah.
So,
but this Georgia case though,
yeah, I think wide open. Bro.
I don't understand when you have a case that's as tight and ready to go as that Georgia case was, how you gonna fumble the bag so hard?
And the thing is, right,
by turning it into like a soap opera. Like, you could not, if Shonda Rhimes was writing the plot for how that case was gonna go down. Shonda Rhimes, How to Get Away with Murder, Grey's Anatomy, the lady who writes all of the shows.
She wrote both of those shows?
Yes.
And wow, she's very successful. That's nice.
Very. No, it's more than that. It's those 2 shows. She also wrote, I think, Bridgerton, and there's like 2 other ones that I can't think of.
Wow.
Also, really, she has several huge shows. Hold on, actually,
those are big shows.
No, she is like just out here.
But before we go forward, let me explain for the people that don't know.
Yeah.
So in Georgia, Donald Trump is basically tried to steal the election in Georgia by pressuring the election officials into changing votes from Biden to Trump. So you guys ever remember the quote unquote perfect call? Donald Trump called the Secretary of State and said, I just need you to find me 11,780 votes, which is one more than I need because I know I won the state. And he's like, sir, there are no votes. And he's like, yes, there are. And, people are going to be really upset with you and for not changing this thing and pulling that election down because what happens to people that don't fix it when they know it was wrong, right? So he implied stuff like that.
He was trying to give him the old mafia treatment.
Yeah, like
where you don't tell him you're gonna.
If I were you, I'd fix it. I'd fix it.
Just tell them it'd be a shame if something terrible happened to them
basically
in their business.
And he almost literally said it would be a shame if people find out that you didn't fix this problem. You blah blah blah. So you can't do that as a president. You can't call the Secretary of State and basically threaten them into fixing your election in the outcome you want. So the lead prosecutor.
I mean, if you don't want to go to prison for it, you don't want to do that.
Well, he might not go to prison either. But the lead prosecutor in that case, her name is Fanni Willis.
Yeah.
She is going after Trump, right? Prosecuting him for trying to steal the election. She decided she was going to take a pullover. And that lover, if I remember correctly, is married.
Yes, he is married.
He's getting a divorce.
Yeah, they're getting divorced now.
He's married.
They
decided to start sleeping together. And
it gets worse.
Yeah, it gets worse. She then appoints him as one of the lead prosecutors on the case with her.
Yes.
Then it turns out that she's paying him an exorbitant, way more than all the other prosecutors on the case. Multiple people working on the case as prosecutors with her.
She's paying him like
10 times more than
crazy.
everybody else. It's ridiculous. Like $600,000 when the rest of them made like $75,000.
Yes. Oh, and it still gets worse.
Yeah, it gets worse. So then they left the country on the state's taxpayer dime.
Correct.
Taking trips. She's handing him money.
Yeah.
Taxpayer money though, as payments. I think didn't he recuse himself from the case?
I mean, he might have now, but it's too late.
Either that or he was asked to.
They're gonna mess around and mistrial the whole case. And this is the part that's crazy to me. If
in that case was a slam dunk.
If you know it's a shoe-in, all you got to do, even if you want to pay your guy, pay him a regular salary and don't pay for your hotel rooms out of your own pockets. Don't make the state pay for your hotel rooms.
No.
But this is
what you do.
Don't sleep with other people's husbands.
Don't do
that.
Before we even go that far, because you're talking about morals. Don't sleep with people you work with. Let's start there.
You're right.
Before we even get to Christianity or morals or marriage or promises to the Lord,
that is some practical advice.
Do not sleep with people that are connected to your money. Please. If you and I are, my livelihood is attached to you, like you're a coworker, you're my boss, or I'm your boss, or whatever. We don't need to be mixing that pleasure because this is what happens
every time.
I mean, how many times do we have to? Anyway,
that's crazy.
Anyway. So now we passed that. Don't sleep with married people,
bro.
Come on. Because once you get caught, now everybody looks bad. Now Fanni Willis looks like a mistress, a thought pocket. For, as my coworkers call it, being hot in the pants.
I mean,
and I'm not, people want to have sex. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? We all want to have sex. That's cool. I get it. Go find you an unmarried Johnson, please.
Not an unmarried Johnson.
I'm begging because you got to think about the ramifications. You are fumbling the bag on a case that is like one of the most important cases anyone has ever seen.
Okay, but this seems like very Atlanta to me.
Yeah, it does.
Like everything that I understand about the vibe of the culture down there, this seems like the sort of thing that would definitely happen in Atlanta. So I really hope that this don't absolutely torpedo the entire case, but kind of looks like that's what's happening.
We shall see.
But hey, listen,
I'm a little nervous about this, but now they're investigating her. I don't really know how far that's gonna go. I know they're gonna try, but what I'm saying is I don't know.
The testimony so far has been explosive.
Yeah,
and a lot of the people who are working with them have a lot to say about how very inappropriate things were. So it's bad. But yeah, Shonda Rhimes has actually written a lot of things, including this case, apparently. No, just joking about that. But she
needs to.
She wrote Bridgerton. She was producer, director on Bridgerton, on Grey's Anatomy, on Black Barbie. I don't know if you ever heard of that. Inventing Anna. It was a show on Netflix.
I have heard of that.
Station 19, which was a show. How to Get Away with Murder. For the People, which was another show on TV. Scandal.
These are all explosively large shows.
Yes, like everything she's touched has been like
gold
off the charts. I'm telling you, she just be over there printing money at network television shows. So, big shout outs to Shonda Rhimes. Please stop dramatizing real life. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know how you're writing it. Give us a happy ending, please. Thank you. That would be great.
In the context of this specific story that we're talking about, don't give us a happy ending.
I mean,
we're both married. We don't need a happy ending.
What?
You said it. I mean,
I meant a happy ending to the Fanni Willis Trump getting charged with his crime story, not in an Asian parlor massage situation context.
Now, looky here.
What's wrong with you?
You can get a happy ending from non-Asians. It just probably won't be as good.
I hate you so much. Why are you like this? Why are you like this?
I love you, baby. I would never.
We would never. Why are you like this?
I can't speak on your behalf.